Hi there, Mrs. Kempa again, bored at her kitchen table. Just wanted to share a few things that I've been working on the last couple of days. A couple of Easter themed ideas that might keep you occupied over the holidays. So, first one, you need an empty glass. Any kind of empty glass, could be a coffee jar, jam jar. I think this one had hot dogs in, so anything like that. Give it a good wipe, clean, get the labels off. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to either paint it white or yellow like this, okay? Now, this has taken a couple of layers to get it to set. It's white paint mixed with PVA glue, and this one had a couple of layers of white paint on it first. Again, you have to let the layers dry in between, and then I painted yellow all around it. And it will take you a couple of hours, possibly even a couple of days to do, because you've got to wait for the layers to dry in between. And then, literally, all you need to do with a Sharpie, black Sharpie, pink Sharpie and an orange Sharpie, or even a felt tip pen will work as well, is just draw on your rabbit face and draw on your chicken face. And then you've got two nice little Easter decorations there. Either fill them up with some mini eggs, give them to someone as a little treat, or put flowers in them as a vase. You could always make some paper flowers for them as well. Save having to go out and buy flowers, you know, extra specially. There are lots of different ideas on the internet for making paper flowers, and then you've got a nice little decoration there on your windowsill that'll just brighten the day up. All I've done around the top, as you can see, just wrap some string around, okay? So just start off with one little bit, wrap it around, loop it over again so it's set, and then when you've got the end bit, just tuck it under. That's all I did. There's no glue involved whatsoever. Okay, so if you've got a bit of ribbon, you could do it with ribbon. I haven't got any ribbon, so I just use normal garden string, and it looks just as effective. So there's those two ideas that look quite nice on your windowsill. And then the other thing I found, back on my pebbles again, was just to do that. That looks quite nice, just sat in your garden, or if you wanted to just make a few of those, pop them on your neighbours' doorsteps just to brighten their days a little bit. Again, that was just taken off the internet. I've just painted the stone white. It's got a couple of layers on it because it takes a while for the glue to set and hold it in place. And then it was literally just draw on with black Sharpie, write Happy Easter and put a few coloured dots on. But it looks really effective. Again, like I said in my previous videos, if you want to keep these outside, you can spray them with like a fixing spray if you've got one. Luckily, I did have one at home, but if not, if you just put a layer of glue on it, because the glue dries see-through anyway, and that will protect it and stop it from running, hopefully anyway. I've not tried it out myself, but I've read that that does work. Okay, and then the other one I wanted to show you, how about making some little Easter cards. Now, I saw this online as well, and this was done completely differently, the one I saw, because it was a big pom-pom, and it had a pom-pom nose, and I haven't got any pom-poms at home, and I thought, what can I use instead? So I found some cotton wool instead and just rolled it up into a ball, stuck it on. I cut out two little ears. If you fold your piece of paper in half, piece of white paper in half, you need a small amount, draw on one ear and cut it out double, then you get two ears matching. Did exactly the same with the yellow, just drew a slightly smaller one inside the ear that I'd already cut out and just put some dots on it. Yellow paper on the back, doesn't have to be yellow. I've made some with pink, I've made some with green, I've made some with blue. Don't even have to have coloured paper. You could just colour that bit in yourself. Just draw a little border inside. You could paint it, you could put pastels on it. If you do use pastels, put some hairspray on it and that will fix them. Could do any kind of colour. Match the ears if you want to. Don't match the ears if you don't want to. That's entirely up to you. And then I did have some googly eyes. That was on the original one that I saw. If you don't have googly eyes, just cut out two pieces of white, just cut out two white circles and put black dots in the middle. Perfect example of those is the inners of a hole punch. So if you've used your hole punch recently, and even if you haven't, just go and hole punch a little bit of paper, open it up, and then you've got some perfect circles with black dots in. Like I say, I didn't have a pom-pom for its nose, so I just used a pink Sharpie, or a pink felt tip pen will do, just to put the nose on. And then inside, wrote Happy Easter instead of Happy Easter because it's a bunny on the front. But that was quite a nice little thing. Made a couple of those. I think I will distribute them around my neighbours because I know some of them are quite old and won't be getting any visits from people, or are just using the telephone to stay in touch with people. So it might be quite a nice thing to do. And it occupied an afternoon. And that's what it's all about, keeping yourselves occupied at the moment. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a few ideas. Bye for now.